Jeremy, what was it like tonight to play less minutes than you've been averaging? And when you came out the game, what did Melo say to you to crack you up so much?
We were just having fun and kind of talking about how we're both excited for when he comes back, and how, just talking about the game. And obviously it was good to get some rest, and I think we all need it at this point. And so we're thankful that we were able to play less minutes tonight.
Jerry, you mentioned your team's throwing different coverages at you, over the past week and a half, just in terms of reading the coverages and just adjusting. What have you learned?
I think I've learned a lot. Every coverage is going to be a little different. Obviously, it's something I need to work on because my turnovers are sky high right now. So just got to keep looking at that film, keep picking and choosing my spots, and build the chemistry with the other guys, especially Amar, as we're transitioning with him coming back.
Jeremy, I have 3 questions. Sorry, guys. Everybody knows you're on fire now, but so far, what's your biggest challenge now? And the second one is definitely a huge change around you, but do you feel like you have changed as a person? The third one is before Laker game, the Meta War Peace just talk about you, and he said, now you're a superstar now. You're in New York, and you should change your fashion style. Mm-hmm. You should do a haircut and wear a leather pants and choose a nice shoes. So, what's your opinion about that?
Well, I'm looking at a new barber, trying to hire a fashion person, and taking his advice. I guess I need some sunglasses too. I think that's what he said. I'm not really too concerned with that. I think to try to answer all your questions. I want to be the same person before and after. That's where I want to be, and I don't want to let anything affect me or this team. And I think, playing in New York is a big stage, and that's obviously a temptation and a danger. But our team, we need to make sure we're sticking together. We put our egos aside, and when we put our egos aside, and when we really buy into Coach D'Antoni's system, we're going to win games. And I don't remember the other question. The biggest challenge? The biggest challenge, I think getting used to playing a lot of minutes, finding a way to be efficient with the minutes that I'm given. And I'm going through stretches where I may be tired and I'll get 3 straight turnovers, or I'll just lose focus, and that's going to hurt us, especially against a really good team. So I really need to focus on that.
Yeah, obviously your highlight was on TV all day today and everything. Was it hard? Did you watch it a lot? Was it hard to kind of get past last night and focus on today?
I watched it. When I landed, I saw it, and then I was done with it, just because we have a game today, and this season is quick turnarounds, and yeah.
Jeremy, how do you feel about a game where you make your impact more passing as opposed to scoring?
That's actually, as a point guard, my field goal attempts have been really high, and I don't think that's necessarily good. I think it's more of my job to distribute, get people in rhythm, and hopefully, especially when Melo comes back, another lethal scorer, my shots will go down and my assists will go up.
We heard that President Obama actually watched the clips from the game with Toronto. I just want to know what you heard about that. What do you feel about that?
Very, very honored, very humbled. Wow, the president. There's nothing better than that.
Don't you feel as a point guard, Carmelo is just going to make your job easier when it comes back?
Yeah, he's a lethal scorer, and coming off a pick and roll, he can come off pick and rolls too, and then that gives me a break, and I can come off and I can find him, and it's just. We're probably going to be playing on opposite sides, so when I have myself on the one side of the floor and him on the other, we can swing, and all of a sudden the defense is in rotation, and we're coming into pick and rolls, and so it's going to be, we should be more dangerous offensively.
Jeremy, we heard about, after the NBA season is over, you're going back to Taiwan to host a summer camp and will teach basketball in person. Is that true? And can you tell us why?
It's true. I did that last summer as well, and I have a strong passion for the game, and I have a strong passion for Taiwan, and I would love to do that and be a part. I mean, the kids were awesome, and I mean, just me thinking about last summer, just it was one of the highlights of my summer. So definitely something I'm going to do again.
Hi, Jeremy. I'm actually going to ask this question from a student's perspective because I'm a
Okay.
student from Columbia. And with a 7th straight home win, and your success is really like big for the Ivy League students. So like people were saying like, you used to say like Ivy League people couldn't do sports. Like they can make it to professionals. So can you comment on that? Because people started to change saying like, oh, maybe we can do it this way.
I mean, I think, you know, that's another stereotype, and Ivy League basketball is definitely on the rise. Harvard basketball is on the rise, and I think as time goes on, we'll see that, hopefully see that stereotype go away.
Jeremy, you've talked about what Kenny Atkinson has done, but can you tell me a little more about what he's meant to you during all this?
I mean, this guy wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning. I'll text him after a game at midnight, 1 o'clock when I go home, and I'll say, hey, can I look at those turnovers? Can I look at the upcoming team, how they run pick and rolls? And he'll have the film ready when I walk into the facility the next morning. When I wasn't playing much, we were working out before practice, after practice. He was picking apart my game, teaching me what it's like to play in Coach D'Antoni's system, and I mean, I can't say enough about that guy.
Jeremy, over here, back to your right again. How well did you and Landry know each other from Palo Alto, just from when he was there, and how quickly did things establish as a you know, the chemistry between you two here, and does it go back to that a little bit?
It definitely goes back to that. In the summer, I was in Palo Alto, and he was in Stanford. At Stanford, always during the summer, and they always needed extra guys to play. And so I would always play with the Stanford team, and he was kind of the guy that I always contact. And when we signed, you know, the first night I signed with the team, we all went out, me and him went to dinner and with Chris Bernard, and, you know, we just kind of built on that relationship, and now obviously we're very close, and we're trying to, you know, help this team win ball games.
Jeremy, you spoke before about the stereotypes that a player out of Harvard has to work against. Are there stereotypes that Asian Americans have to work against as far as establishing yourself in this league?
I think there's definitely stereotypes. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of them, and you know, the more we can do to break those down every day, the better we'll become. And you know, hopefully, in the near future, we'll see a lot more Asians and Asian Americans playing basketball in the NBA.
Jeremy, you captivated the nation with this run. What's captivated you the most about this phenomenon, what you've been able to do?
I think the thing that's been really interesting to me is just how well the team has really put everything aside. Everything. We were losing games, and we could have started pointing fingers, and we could have said it's the coach's fault, which, by the way, it wasn't. You know, we could have split up, but everyone came together, and obviously the first win was a big one, and then we won another one, and then, you know, we won the third one, and then guys started buying more and more, and it's unbelievable right now. I mean, it's the camaraderie on this team is just ridiculous. I mean, guys are, I mean, it's just such a joy to be around them every day. You show up to the practice facility, and it's all smiles across the board, and I think that's the beauty of team sports, and that's the beauty of basketball.
Hey, Jeremy, the big story is how you kind of came out of nowhere. Can you talk about your stint in the D-League and actually how that helped you develop as an NBA player?
Well, I went to the D-League 3 times last year and once this year, and without that time, I definitely wouldn't be the player I am right now, just because last year when I played for Coach Musselman, he gave me the opportunity to play through mistakes, and I'm still making a lot of mistakes, you know, obviously with 6 turnovers a game or whatever it is, but being able to play through that and build on my confidence and build on my and grow as a player was the best thing that could have happened to me, and that wouldn't have happened without the D-League. Thank you.